I just might be in your hood.
Fuck out of here, man. You dumbass niggas. You niggas is silly out here trying to look cute and shit, man.
I just might be in your hood.
Niggas wanna come and talk to me about all this dumb shit.
Yo, what's going on, YouTube? Little fella checking in. I know it's been a while, man. But I'm doing a special video today. I haven't seen it, so not saying there isn't one out there, but I'm specifically doing this for anybody that has any curiosities or has to participate in what is called a sleep apnea study. So currently right now I'm chilling, backseat of my car, relaxing, feet kicked up and whatnot. I got traffic going by and everything else. Super comfortable, man, super comfortable. No, I do. So I'm gonna be way back here with it. So I did a DLT Physical a few months back, and everything went good. Blood pressure was good. Eyesight is fair but good. And I did my height and weight. Now my height is 6'3", and I'm 300 plus pounds. So the reason why I said 300 plus pounds and not the actual weight is because it varies from person to person, but I'm specifically making the video for people who are big as me, or or heavy as me, or whatever the case is. And then my neck actually measured over 17 centimeters or millimeters or inches. I think it's inches. 17 inches. It actually came out to 17.5 inches. And they told me that I qualified for a sleep study. So with this heartbreaking, disconcerting news, I had to go about trying to do this. Now, I made a video a month or so back about my truck being hit. And the day that it got hit was on a Sunday. I originally had my sleep study test that following Monday, the next day. And that's what I was leaving out for. I was leaving out to go down there, go to where I was going to take the study at. And I couldn't do it because my truck was hit. So what had to happen was I had to reschedule it. And the rescheduling process was hard because at the same time, I had to figure out what's going to go on with my truck. Now, the whole trucking situation, I could tell in the side story. But to be really, really brief, it was miscommunication, misinformation. The timing was off. And my location where I was supposed to be at was off. And it was a whole mess. So that's the long story short. I ended up rescheduling my sleep study 4 times. And the 4th time, which is what I just took, the lady told me if I didn't make this sleep study that they wasn't going to reschedule it again because I rescheduled it so many times. So I had to make it a priority number 1. Not because that was the last chance I had to schedule it, but because my DLT Physical phased out this week. So I had to take it in order to get the 2-year card that I got from Concentra, with the restriction off it, of course, to, keep driving trucks. I do have a special clip for y'all of what a sleep study room looked like. And at some point in this video, I'm going to play it, but I just haven't pinpointed it yet because I wanted to explain to y'all the whole process of the sleep apnea study. Now me, I'm out of network with my insurance company of where I'm taking it. So I have to pay as a self-insured or self-pay it. And the pay goes for, the original sleep study is $2,400. But since we're truckers, we get a large discount and only have to pay $450. $350 is for the sleep study, $100 is for the doctor. And that's payable when you show up. So, now the downside is if you do find out you have sleep apnea and you have to order a CPAP machine, which is also in this video clip, it is $650. But it comes with everything, the hose, the mask, the cleaning kits, or whatever it comes with. It's a lot. And that'd be $1,100 in one study or whatever, and that's a lot of money for anybody to pay out of pocket. I mean, of course, you can go to your insurance company and they'd probably cover it. You know, in the state you in, since I was out of state, you know, they didn't cover it unless it was an emergency. So let's get to the study. I took a morning study. I didn't take an evening study, and it wasn't by choice, it was by availability. My first 3 reschedules were all night studies, but since the night studies was taken up until the 30th of this month, she told me not many people do day studies because it's harder to sleep during the day. I said, not for me. Somebody gonna get that? Shit. I'm trying to do a YouTube video. I scheduled a morning appointment. You had 2 options. Either you could do an 8 p.m. to a 5 a.m. or you could do a 7:30 a.m. to a 2 p.m. And I ended up doing the 7:30 to 2 p.m. because it was much more availability in the daytime. And I decided to do it at the beginning of the week as well. So I want to be the first one in them rooms throughout the week after they've been cleaned and sprayed and sanitized over the weekend. So the challenging part for me was that how am I going to sleep during the day? Only thing I could think of is stay up all night and then go in there tired and exhausted, and I won't have no problem sleeping. Another option would be take a sleep aid. You know, some people say Ambien, some people say NyQuil, whatever to knock you the hell out. But a lot of truckers have either a problem with sleeping or anxiety. So some people might take something for anxiety to kind of calm them down. I've noticed when I took the sleep study, I was kind of anxious to sleep because of the circumstance of what I was going through. It's not comfortable as like if you were at home in your own bed and covers. And you can do a home sleep study as well. I didn't do none of that. I just did it at the lab because they had all the equipment there. I was going to be in and out like a roundabout, keep it simple. And I didn't want to miss anything either, or want them to miss anything. So I get there, I stay up all night, I did everything I could. I went to my hookah bar, I went out to eat, thought about going to see a movie, rode around town, whatever to keep me up. That went fine till about 2, 3 in the morning. And then I said, man, I still got 4.5 hours to burn. So the only thing I could think of is, let me take a nap. So I didn't want to take a nap anywhere else but the sleep study place, you know, sleeping in my car. So I set my alarm clock for a 2-hour nap, and I ended up sleeping for almost 3. When I got up, I only had 1 hour left before I had to do my sleep study. And I wanted to grab something to eat real fast. So of course, you know, I went and grabbed me a little sandwich or something from the spot. And then came back, 7:30, I went to go in there and check in. Now, I went in the building, went up to the 4th floor, met with the sleep study lady, and then she introduced me to the room, gave me a brief description of what's going to happen, how it's going to happen, and I had to fill out a little bit of paperwork, nothing major, like 3 pages of paperwork. You know, do you doze off driving? Do you doze off watching movies? Do you doze off reading? Do you doze off talking to somebody? You know, one of those kind of little questionnaires to kind of see what you say. You have depression, you have diabetes, you have hypertension, you know, really general questions to fill out, you know, something simple. Don't lie. Don't lie. There's no reason to lie. You know, you want to do these things to kind of get to figure out what's really going on with you, because if you don't, if you lie to them, they're going to lie to you. And then when stuff goes wrong further down the road, you know, you're going to be like, what the hell happened? You know, how did this happen? So, try to do it as accurate as I could, filled it out, paid the $4.50 with my credit card at that. If you got credit cards, pay with your credit cards. That way you can pay it back later. That way it don't hit you all up front. So I'm gonna cut away and show you what this room look like. And y'all tell me what y'all think. If y'all got any comments or questions, comment below. I'll answer to the best of my ability. I'm gonna let y'all watch this real fast, and then I'm gonna come back in and continue talking and tell you how it went. Walk in, you got a bathroom, a shower. You have a bed, some sleep study stuff. You have a camera that's monitoring you while you sleep, TV. Let you know who's your sleep study nurse. So, this is a general idea. I don't know if this is CPAP machine to hook up to, but give y'all a brief description. So what do y'all think about the room? Comment below. You see that it had a flat screen TV. You can watch TV until you fall asleep. It had a reclining chair that you recline in, of course. And then, you know, it had a bed. Very comfortable, very clean. Smelled great. The pillows were really nice and plush. I have nothing negative to say about this room whatsoever. The bathroom was very clean. So I had a shower in there and everything. Like, it was like a hotel room. And if y'all pay real close attention, you saw the CPAP machine. That's the same CPAP machine that you would have to buy if you have sleep apnea. So you saw they had a piece of it on the ground, and they had a piece of it on the table, and they had a big hose hanging up and stuff like that. I didn't touch it or nothing like that or play with it. I was just real focused on getting my little study out the way. I didn't have the TV on or nothing. Now, I don't like hearing noise when I'm asleep. If I'm doing something that I had to spend $450 for, I don't want to hear shit. Not at all. So take note, I was outside of the place when I took my little 2-hour nap. Two things happened when I was taking that nap. One, a train went by. Loud as shit. A train went by. And then the second thing I noticed was traffic. Morning traffic coming in and out. A lot of people was coming in and out, honking horns, car alarms. You can hear all that. Now, when I went inside the building and sit in the bed while I was talking to her, they was remodeling the floor below my room. I heard jackhammers and construction workers and people whistling and shit. I don't know what was going on down there. So she said if I kept hearing the noise, let her know. So before I went into the sleep study room, I went to Walgreens. I can't even reach it right now. I bought me some earplugs. Bought a box of earplugs, $5. I was not playing. I put earplugs in my ear. I don't want to hear nothing. Turn the TV off. Turn all the lights off. I don't want a night light on. I want a dead silent in there. And and then another thing is you saw the camera. So they got a camera with red LED lights on it. It's a night vision camera. So if you're trying to be slick in the dark, like you try to jack off or shit or whatever, I'm just playing with y'all. But whatever y'all try to do in the dark, they can see. So kind of keep note of that. And then they have a speaker box that was next to the camera, if y'all noticed that as well. The speaker box is two-way, like a baby monitor, but two-way. So if you sat there and said, like if her name was Amber, like, Amber, come in here, please. I need help with this and that. She can hear you, and she'll come right in the room and within, 10 seconds. Now, she can also talk to you if she needs to, which she did do to me at the end of the sleep study. So after that, she came in. She pretty much gave me a rundown of the sleep study, how it goes. She put a waistband around my chest with a monitor right here, a little monitor, and she did on the outside of my clothing. These are the clothes I wore to sleep from my pajamas, my shorts and my shirt. So she just strapped it on the outside of this, had a string, and then she had a clip to my index finger. And then she put this thing over my nose, went in both my nostrils, little tubes. It didn't go all the way back or nothing. It didn't go far back. It was just right in the front, enough to make your nose tickle. And that monitor your breathing. Now, when I went to sleep and laid down, I quickly realized the pressure. I felt pressure. It felt like I needed to go to sleep because you think I have to at least get 4 or 5 hours in good for the sleep study for it to register. If I do not get that, it won't register. It'd be a waste of $450. I have to come back and do it again. I'll be pissed. So I made sure I did everything to go to sleep. How long did it take? I want to say it probably at least took me 15 or 20 minutes because I was awake long enough to think about things with my eyes closed, and I was trying to think about nothing. I was trying to do whatever it could to go to fucking sleep. Like, I already took a nap, and I was still kind of fatigued, of course. So I didn't think it'd be that hard, but for sleep for 4 or 5 more hours, I didn't know if that was gonna be a challenge or not. But apparently it wasn't. Now, you're able to get up in the middle of the night, go to the bathroom if you need to. You don't got to take anything off. It's just a waistband and a thing on your finger clip and a thing on your nose. So you can get up, pee, use the bathroom, whatever, and then go lay back down. I got up twice. I used the bathroom twice and then lay back down again and went back to sleep. Now, I know I remember having at least 3 or 4 dreams throughout the night You know, I had a dream about pirates. I had a dream about driving the truck on snow and ice and then crashing. I had a dream about being with my parents and us moving to a different state. And, you know, I had a dream about fighting. So, I mean, I know I had dreams. I remember the dreams. I'm a lucid dreamer, so I can remember this stuff. All in detail. Now, when I woke up, or not when I woke up, but when it was almost 2 o'clock, she said over the intercom, you know, wake up, wake up, wake up. Now, I had the earplugs in, mind you. I had the earplugs. I couldn't hear nothing. It took her a while for me to actually hear it. I don't think I was even sleeping hard. It's just that it was so quiet, you know, I couldn't hear anything. So she said, I'm about to be in the room in a couple minutes. Just want to wake you up. Okay, so I get up. She walk in. She took everything off me. Of course, she had a little conversation about medical insurance, you know, not covering it because, you know, it's a different state or whatever. But even though they're kind of in the same network, it's just not for the sleep study portion, whatever. But then she told me about the result. She told me about what she monitored. She said that I did stop breathing twice or 3 times. And I asked her, how do you determine how we stop breathing? She said when your oxygen level drops below 4 points, that's when we start counting up to 10 seconds. So she said that happened 3 times during your sleep. She said, but that happened when you went into REM sleep. I said, okay, you know, I don't really know much about it. And then she said you were also snoring, but you wasn't snoring loud. It was like it was like more of a deep breathing to where you can hear it. But I wasn't going like, you know, like that, sounding like all that stuff. So when she was talking to me, I kind of got the impression that I have sleep apnea. And I'm about to go through some bullshit is what I was thinking. I pretty much gave y'all away what the results were, but she told me that the doctor had to go over it and then sign off on it, and then they was gonna let me know tomorrow. So I end up leaving. She did tell me about the CPAP. If you have sleep apnea, you have to use it every day. It has a microchip in it that you have to take out every so often and let it Concentra download it. So it sounded like a lot of processing and stuff. I just wasn't excited about it at all. So I get in my car, riding back to my terminal, and she calls me. So I said, hello, and she's like, hi, how you doing? I was like, I'm all right. She said, well, I want to call you, let you know, I just went over it, and you don't have sleep apnea. I said, I don't have sleep apnea? She said, you do not have sleep apnea. She said, I went through your test, and I monitored it, and she said, they determine it, a big factor is how many times you stop breathing while you sleep. And she said, you're about 2 or 3 times you stopped. Third one was kind of sketchy, but you know, it was a solid 2 with a possible 3 or whatever. She said, if you do it 5 times or less throughout a night of throughout your sleep study, then that's good. That's normal. It's when you go 6 and above, it's when it flags. So I was like, well, and then she said another thing was, you did that while you were in REM sleep, which is normal anyways. So we wouldn't even account that against you. I said, cool. She said, but when you were laying on your back, you had more constricted breathing on your back than as on your side. When you laid on your side, you was completely fine. But when you laid on your back, it's when you started to have constricted breathing. So she said, I'm gonna let you know that now, just because you go to sleep, you want to get good sleep, sleep on your sides. You'll get better sleep airwaves than when you do on your back. I said, okay, cool. So she said, I have to have the doctor sign off on this, and then we'll send this over to Concentra, and then you'll be good to go. Send it to the DMV, update my medical card, keep it moving. So that's the results of my test, people. Like I said, if you got any questions or comments, I'll answer them. Comment below. My next video is getting my truck back because it is ready. I'm actually about to go pick it up tomorrow, or be on the way to pick it up tomorrow. And I'm going to tell you about that and show you about that. So thanks for tuning in, Little Fell Trucking. I'm out.